we got an interesting topic to talk about today.
Hey, we're back.
Listen, MashUp TV is a production, okay?
We're so excited today that we have our special guest.
I'm going to say what I got to say. I'm going to say it with my chest. I ain't ready.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
How's it going?
We're back.
We're back. Oh my gosh, you know, that was so much fun. It's funny to like do that reel, like the opening reel. And I was like, oh my God, I missed this.
Me
Like,
too.
we haven't done this in so long. Like, we gotta start doing this again. We gotta get back onto like doing live TV. Anyway, welcome you all to MashUp TV. I'm Jerry.
Yes, and I am Brian.
And we are the core executive team for MashUp. You know, we are here to help LGBTQ people of color. Well, really, LGBTQ Black folks. Let's be specific about that. As our board told us that we need to start saying, like, hey, we are here for the and let us clear things up. Just because we say that we are specifically here for Black people doesn't mean, because let's be honest, anytime Black people make a safe space, we always make it safe for everybody else. So you know, we do stuff in in that spirit. Our spaces are for everyone, but we gear and we design our things specifically for queer Black folks. And you know, we are here today to talk about a little bit of that work. So you know, hopefully we get to see some of you all. I know this was like impromptu, but you know, happy to be back. Brian got some words. I just been
I'm just excited to be back. You know, this dude told me yesterday, he was like, you know, distance makes the heart grow fonder. Basically, he was like, he missed me. And so I'm just translate that into MashUp TV because the distance from this show made my heart grow fonder of it. And so I'm just really excited to like kind of get it back in motion because the people have been missing us having these conversations. You know,
I've missed us having these conversations.
Yeah.
And you know, yeah. So yeah, I think the people may have missed us too. So, you know, we get into it. We look a little different. You know, it's near the end of the summer, you know, it's good. You know, we gotta catch back up with our folks.
I'm going to do it as soon as we leave here, okay? So I can get back snatched. Since we're gonna be
yes. All right. So today we are so excited because we are having a conversation about one of our signature programs at MashUp, and that is our Timeless Jewels. And we love this program because it is specifically made for people over the age of 50, and we are so blessed to have two of our village keepers who are also a part of the Timeless Jewels group help us plan all the programming. They're going to come here and have a conversation with us. All right. And Brian, would you like to tell us about like the people who are joining us today?
Oh my goodness. We have some of the most amazing individuals who are leading our Timeless Jewels group. One is author, activist, all things, public speaker, travel all around the world, amazing human being, been a part of MashUp since the beginning of his time. And we have Lawayne, Childrey, who will be joining us. And okay, you know I love my sound effects, okay? And we also have another amazing author, community leader, volunteer extraordinaire, shows up for any and everybody, okay? And
yes.
We have Miss Maria also here with the Dr. Maria Wallace Wallace. Come on.
Woo. All right. Let's bring them in. Hello. Welcome to MashUp TV.
Hello, guys. How are you?
Hey, Miss Maria.
Doing great. Hello, everybody.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
So, Miss Maria, we can't see your face, but we happy to have your voice with us today. I know we were having some technical difficulties, but we're glad. We're gonna go back and put a little beautiful picture of one of your nice headshots up there, so people know what you look like.
I appreciate it.
Before we get into our combo, I just want to make sure we troubleshoot. Do you see us on the Facebook and the Instagrams? We good?
I know. Yes, we can see it on Instagram. I know we can see it on Instagram. I think we're live on all platforms. We good.
Perfect. Okay, I just couldn't see the mic answer, but anyway. Praise the Lord. Well, the time is drawing us, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump into this conversation. I hope y'all enjoyed my intro, but I would love for you all to just briefly just give an introduction of yourselves and tell the people about who you are. And we'll start with Miss Maria.
Hello, everyone. So my name is Maria Glover Wallace, and I'm excited to be a part of MashUp. I started volunteering MashUp. Seems like it's been longer than it has been, but I am grateful and thankful to be one of the village keepers and a part of this great community for the Timeless Jewels. Um, I have my PhD in human services and counseling, and so I try to use that to benefit our community, work with LGBTQ populations around things that are all health and wellness. And so just excited to be a part of this and looking forward to the programming that's coming up and continue working with the community within the Nashville community. I came from Chicagoland area, but glad to be here in Nashville.
And we're glad to have you. Yes, come on, Lawayne.
All right, I'm Lawayne Childrey, born and raised in Birmingham, Alabama. However, I've lived in Memphis, Tennessee. I've lived in Jackson, Mississippi, and now I'm in Nashville. So I'm Southern through and through. I'm a former journalist. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a voiceover artist, and I'm one of the village keepers, like you said in the opening. And it's just been a thrill just to be a part of this ride.
Well, we're thrilled to have you continue to ride with us, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the conversation. The Timeless Jewels is one of our premier groups, okay? But there may be some
Yes.
people who may not know about it. So I'm going to start with you, Lawayne. Can you just kind of give us an overview and history of what the Timeless Jewels is and why it exists?
Right. Thomas Jules started, what, a couple of years ago? And mainly to give a safe space for people of color 50 and over who are LGBTQ. Um, and the thing about it is that in this safe space, we do so many different activities. We might go to a museum this week or this month. We might have a party the next month. We might go to the zoo the next month. Uh, just so many different things that we do as uh, one of the timeless jewels.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, is there age requirement for the Timeless Jewels? If I'm not 50, can I come? Like, how does this work?
Oh yes, you can definitely come. You can definitely come
Yeah.
if because it's not just for timeless jewels. It's for people who love timeless jewels too. So in our community,
So are you
uh,
saying if I'm looking for a daddy, I should come? Is
Yeah.
oh
That's what it sounds like you're saying.
well, when I say love a timeless jewel, I don't necessarily mean that kind of love. I just mean agape love.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and that's like kind of like one of the things I think is important. Like I think about like why we do this work is because we want to provide a way for us to build community. And like I often think about like, sometimes we're doing like stuff for mashup is like I think about stuff like from like church and like things I miss. One of the things I miss about like being at church or like being in social community is like being able to spend time with people of other generations. I'm a mid 30 single man. Like I
Mhm,
like being with people older than me. I like being around kids. So like
mhm.
this is a chance for me to like for people to interact with people of older generations if they want to.
Oh, that's awesome. Hopefully, we can share a little wisdom too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could learn children something. Oh, and speaking of the children, Out Loud Fist just joined us and said hello. So,
Hey, Out Loud Fist. Oh my goodness, I love y'all.
and
We love
Brother
y'all.
We
And
Ellis.
love
we
them.
about to be reaching out to y'all
Yes.
before the week is open. The week is out. So y'all stay tuned and look out for an email from us. Hey, Ronellis. Yay!
Hey, Brother Ellis.
All right, let's get this moving because the people is here. So, Dr. Maria Wallace, you talked about your, your background a bit, and we know you've written some, doctoral research things on, LGBTQ and aging. Can you just talk to us, more about like the mental health and aging perspective of why a space like this is so important for LGBTQ people 50 plus?
Yeah, definitely. So my research was on aging African American women that identify as lesbian and bisexual, how they age from retirement into the retirement from a workplace and then into the community, searching and looking for community and the importance of that community, aging past 60, 65, and it was great to work with those women in Chicago between the ages of 65 and 85. And so it was just great to get their perspective on being out and proud, or some of those being closeted during their career time, but then of course coming out as an elder. And so it just sparks the importance of having our elders feel seen and validated and having that community, which is why the Timeless Jewels is such um, a great community. And I feel that my talents and my research help our community as well. Just kind of talking about how it is important for us to address things like loneliness and friendships and partnerships and family that is your chosen family, not always your family of blood or kinship. So just the importance of those things that help us age gracefully, but also age harmoniously. So that's a big piece for me, and just making sure that the community keeps us visible, and we don't want our seniors to feel they have to be put away when they get a certain age. It's so important for them to remain viable and important in the community, and that intergenerational piece is so important. That's one
Yes.
of the things that Lawayne and I have talked about, how we would love to make sure that we open up that conversation intergenerationally, to make sure that we stay connected with our younger community members, because of course one day you guys will be timeless jewels, and so we want to definitely keep that line of communication open.
Yeah, my mom used to always say, just keep living, baby. And she would say that,
Oh
you
yeah.
know, you look, you can't stop from getting old. The only way you stop from getting old is to die young. So, we all
Yeah.
hope to get to own up in those ages.
Yeah,
And
according to Ranellis in the chat, Ranellis told me this past weekend that I'm an elder already. So I guess I'm a timeless jewel.
Oh, all right.
I think you step into that role. We all try to say, and some of us become elders at a younger age.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
because
It's
both
Especially if you're
different.
both
old
of you are
soul. I
wise
think,
for your
yeah,
ages.
they
Both of you are
are. They are.
wise
Both of
for
you
your
are.
ages.
We appreciate
Yeah.
that. We appreciate that. I ain't got no money for you. My grandma used to say that all the time. So, what do you think, between both of you, what has been one of your most memorable experiences with the Tommy Schools group?
Well, for me, the most memorable experience for me is when we did our first event, and it was a
Okay.
game night. It was a game night, and I remember a few people were playing games, but the majority of the people were just conversing, having conversation with each other. And it was because we hadn't seen each other in so long. It was right after the pandemic. We hadn't seen each other in so long, and it was just good to have a chance to actually see people and touch them and feel them
Mm.
for a chance, for a change. And so that, I'd have to say that was probably the biggest one for me. Uh, you know, um, a lot of times when you become older, you don't get to see your friends as much, or you don't get to see them, especially when you don't have a club or anything to hang out at. And so being at the Timeless Jewels, it gave us the opportunity to share things with each other and just love on each other and just wish the best for each other.
And you know, I think you bring up a good point because I don't think people always think about like, oh, like the community and stuff that you need outside of just having like a partner. Because I mean, you are in a long term. Both of you all have been in long term or beautiful relationships, and you still come out here to the Timeless Jewels group, and I hear you talking about the importance of like being able to commune with people outside of just your partner, being able to get out the house and do something other than just go to a club.
Yes, definitely.
Mm. Maria, Dr. Maria, what has been one of your more memorable? I don't know why I can't say that word today. Memorable.
Memorable.
They know what you
Memorable.
mean, brother. They know what you mean.
Y'all know what I'm talking about,
I
what I'm
will.
trying to say.
Yes. I will say that every time we get together, it's such a joy. We had a more recent get together where we did the one about planning, estate planning, and things are all important about getting things together as you're aging. And that was so rewarding as people got a chance to speak with the attorney that came out and talk with us. A lot of people had great questions and made some connections with that attorney. Folks have asked us if we're going to do that again. So I think that it was well received. It's such a great need as we think about making sure we have all of our documents ready, especially in this time as they're trying to mess with our rights now. And so making sure that paperwork is in order for partnerships is so important. So that was really great. And before that, we did a presentation last year on my birthday, and that was super exciting because you guys surprised me with chocolate cake, and I was so very happy. We had it at the Chicken and Waffles here in Nashville, so Chicago's Chicken and Waffles in Nashville, and so that was a great time to talk and get to know each other. But every time we get together, the people, the conversation, the fellowship really just brings a smile to me and brings joy to us. Every time we have an event, Lawayne and I we talk afterwards and we're like, oh my God, that was so great. Like, so
Hmm.
it's really good to know that what we're putting out there, people are receiving it well. And we love to get input from folks when we get together to know what else they want us to do as we're thinking about future programming. So looking forward to the event coming up this weekend.
Yeah, yeah. So, would you say? What kind of impact do you think this group or this work has had on people who come to these events?
Yeah, I definitely think that it has definitely positively impacted folks as we start to do like a buddy system. People show up for the first time and then you don't want to lose
Mm,
them. So we try to be intentional and staying in touch with them, but making sure
mhm,
that they know that this is here for them, their community, and feeling that they have a place to go and people to connect with is really important. So I feel like it's growing every time we get together and we're getting a larger group of folks that are returning for it. So I think it's very impactful that folks of people of color are able to get together as they're aging and feel that they have a community and friendships.
and I love that. So
Hmm.
at, I feel like this is like a really good transition to talk about how important community is and stuff because we actually just lost a person out of our community. And I was at the service Saturday. I saw a lot of the people in the Timeless Jewels, the community there. The person who we lost, Phil Michael Thomas. We posted about him on my Facebook, but on social media. But we all knew Phil Michael. He was all over the community in so many different
Hmm.
ways. Have been an advocate for LGBTQ rights for a long time in the early 90s, just showing up in a lot of different ways, and we all loved him. And um, I think can one of you all, maybe you, Lawayne, can you talk about what did like Phil mean to like community? What do you feel like if we could just take like a moment to talk about him?
Oh wow, he was. I would say he was a, a brokerage of knowledge. He knew something about politics. He knew something about um, education. He knew something about computers like we were trying to figure out today. He was just a guy. He was just a guy that knew a little bit about everything, and he didn't mind sharing it with you. You know, a lot of people when they have knowledge, they like to hold on to it for themselves and don't want to share it with anybody. But he was not that way. He was always so giving, so caring. Um, and if there was any one thing that I could say about Phil was that he was like a brother. You know, that big brother that well that I never had, you know, until Phil came along. He was like a brother to me, and I'm just so thankful that I had the opportunity to know him and to experience him and to share, even now, share about him, you know, and how wonderful he really was to the community.
Yeah. He was definitely such a kind soul. He was just like a big brother to everybody. The time that we spent together, he would go with me to the flea market once a month and sit at my booth with me and just chit chat and talk to people and tell people to come over and support. He was just always there. And some of the oddest places I look up and he'd be there. I'm like, oh, okay. So I mean, he was just everywhere. The work he did with PFLAG was awesome. He made a lot of great connections with families that way. When I first met him through PFLAG, I had my grandson was visiting here in Nashville, and at the time my grandson might have been about 4 or 5 years old. He like attached to Phil real quick. Like he came up to him and they like made this little connection. I'm like, you know, kids know people. And so it was like he
Hmm.
had a really good vibe from him, and he always asked me, how's he doing? How's he doing? And so I just feel like no one was ever a stranger to him, but he was so very helpful and genuine. And I think that was the biggest takeaway from seeing other people at the homegoing service, that everybody felt the same way, that he was genuine and a friend to everyone, and very passionate about what he was passionate about. If it was something that he was passionate about, he was going to let you know. And I just love that about him. So being able to celebrate him is something we have to do on a regular basis so that we keep his spirit alive and keep his energy around us so that we can still feel his presence. I think that's very important.
Yes, that was such a
Hmm.
beautiful tribute, Lawayne and Maria, for Phil Maka Thomas. We also have National Black Pride. In the chat who gave a shout out, and we know that Phil was very heavily involved with National Black Pride and also Young Brothers United with Dwayne Jenkins, and so like literally he just made an impact all over,
Yes.
our city, and that impact will be missed, but we will continue that beautiful legacy here in this beautiful space. And I know that this weekend we have our game night, our signature game night coming up. And so, Lawayne, can you talk about what's going to be happening this weekend?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's going down this weekend. We're gonna have, like you say, game night. If you like bones, we'll have bones there for you. If you like,
Little
what are some of the
spades,
games?
spades,
Spades.
and
Yeah,
that,
Oh, let's
what
talk.
we have to do.
Let's
Yes,
talk about the spades, cause you
yes.
oh,
know
Oh no,
that's
not the spades.
that's some serious game talk right
They are
there. Spades.
serious.
I'm no,
They
but
are serious.
Uno is more serious than spades at
So,
this time of the
I
yes.
season.
don't know now, but you know, it's just going to be a all around fun time. You know, with lots of games, lots of food and drink. It's a BYOB, so you can bring your own bottle if you want to. But it's just a fun time for, you know, for all us to get together, whether you're uh, timeless jewel or not. You're invited to come. Um, and I think that the highlight for this weekend probably will be um, Phil. You
Mm.
know, still talking about Phil and discussing Phil would be, I'm sure, part of what we do this weekend too.
Yes, I know
Yeah.
we will. So we'll be um, this Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m. He'll be at our new MashUp headquarters. Okay, so you must register. So go to our website, go to our social media, click the link in the bio. and register, because you would not get that address unless you register. Okay. So yeah, do that. We're gonna see you. We're gonna do a special tribute for Phil. This will be the first time that we're doing something like this, because it's the first time in our time as Jewish history that we experienced this. So we are creating and curating a beautiful ceremony that we hope to continue as you know, whenever, hopefully no time soon again, but just a beautiful tradition that we hope to carry as people come through our Time of Jews program.
Yeah.
So I think we are about at the end of our live. We talked about the game night. We talked about the Time of Jews is about. We talked about the impact. We talked about who can come. We talked about who love the Time of Jews and that they can come to, whether you're looking for a daddy or just someone who give you some wisdom,
a daddy or an auntie,
or auntie, whatever
the vibe is.
just personally, I really love this space that has been created, because honestly, when we think about aging, it is kind of scary a little bit to think about, like, okay, like what's gonna happen, like after I don't go to the clubs anymore, and I'm too old to go into certain places, or if I go to certain places, people look at me crazy or funny, like where will my community be? And you all are literally giving me hope, that when I do get there, even though I'm a pre-elder, that as I continue to climb the elder steps, that I know that I'll be coming to a place that will be well-oiled, well-established, and just created just a beautiful environment to thrive.
Yes. I mean, and I think that's like one of the things that is beautiful, and that be like, it's so great to kind of see you all. I know as like a younger person, sometimes as a young queer people, the idea of aging is scary. But it's so fun and it's beautiful to see you all kind of thriving, having fun. And sometimes we have more fun at the Thomas Jewel events than we have at some of the younger ones. Y'all have a good time, child. Y'all bring a good time. So
yes, and ain't no topic off limit either, because they will talk about all the things too.
Yes.
We'll say that for another day. Okay. Because all I know is life is good after 50 is what I heard. Okay.
Oh yes.
It don't stop.
Who was that said it gets greater later? Bevy Smith.
Later and greater, yes.
Later, greater.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, we thank you all so very much for taking time out your day to talk with us about the Time of Jewels. We look forward to Saturday. And listen, we want to just go ahead and throw this in there. We do a lot of our events, or most of our events, unless it's a fundraiser, we do them for free. We don't ask for it for much. And so we are working on making sure that every time that we do something and every time we get an opportunity, that we talk about the importance of giving. Whether you want to, be a supporter monthly, whether you want to give one time, every cent, every dollar helps us to continue doing this impactful work that Lawayne and Maria talked about today. And so if you feel led in spirit to give, we can go to mashup.org/donate. That's DONATE, and you'll learn about all the ways that you can, join us and be supportive with your coins and with your dollars. Okay. Was that good? Did I miss anything?
You did good. Oh,
that was good. They definitely we want you guys to give, because it's a very important cause. Well, the work and the things that we want to bring to you, that is not done on just out of our pockets. Is from the pockets of those that are supporters of us. You can give to us monthly, you can give us one-time donations, but we need those funds in order to keep bringing programming to you. So it's so important that you guys continue to support MashUp Nation, because we need to expand. We need to be in other cities, other states.
Yes.
Right now here in Nashville, we are really expanding our programming, and that programming is for our BIPOC population. So let's support that.
Yes.
All right. Well, shoot. Take us out, Jerry. What you got?
I don't got anything. I'm just happy. Thank you all. Thank you, Dr. Glover. Thank you, Lawayne. You guys are amazing. We hope to see you all Saturday. Please, if you have any troubles finding the event or anything, you can always message us, DM us on social media. We got you. Let us know. But you can find the Eventbrite in our link tree. And we hope to see you Saturday or at the next event. We got a lot of things coming up, some fun stuff, but we'll be back real soon to talk about those. Until then, y'all be good.
Yes, take care.
All right. Be good.